Good morning, Allegheny. Today is December 8th, 2021, and Sam and I are your hosts for today. The first announcement I have is the Poetry Out Loud virtual competition began yesterday. But if you're still interested in learning more about the National Poetry Out Loud virtual competition, you can join the Schoology course and check out the competition information. The access code is on the whiteboard, but I'll also read it out loud. It is 6MVHGJNPBV3HJ. The registration deadline is December 13th, and video submission deadline is December 17th. And that's all I have. I'm going to send it over to Sam.
The lunch for today is sliced pizza, PB&J sandwich, celery sticks, applesauce, fat-free, or 1% milk. And then shop members, please check and reply to the discussion titled Homeroom Teacher on our Alco group page in Schoology. We are planning a holiday event and want to hear from you. And guys, I can't stress this enough. You need to go buy candy canes from Mr. Amick to support the student government. Listen, when they're handing them out at lunch and everybody's getting a candy cane except for you, you're going to want to get a candy cane. So make sure you go and buy a candy cane during homeroom for $1 or a specialty candy cane for $2. And then the lost and found got moved to the table outside of the theater, and pick up what is yours before Friday. That's all the announcements we have for today, so let's send it over to Chase with sports.
In Allegheny sports news, unfortunately, I don't have any Allegheny sports news, but I do have some NFL news. I wanted to give a new picture of the playoffs. So all of these teams lead the division. In the AFC, we have the Patriots, the Chiefs, the Ravens, and the Titans. This is very interesting considering in the very early weeks, the Chiefs were in the bottom of their division. And in the NFC, we have the Cowboys, the Cardinals, the Packers, and the Buccaneers. And if the season ended right now, the wild card spots would go to the Chargers, Bengals, and the Bills. And some notable teams looking on the outside, looking in for a playoff spot, we got the 6-7 Miami Dolphins, the best team in the AFC. Sorry, Aiden, I do not care what you say. The Patriots are not as good as the record says. And the 6-5-1 Steelers, I mean, just the Bengals and the Ravens are better. What can I say? And the Browns and the Raiders going 6-6. But you heard me talking to Aiden earlier, so I'm going to introduce him right now.
First of all, the Patriots are better than what their record suggests, in my opinion, because we have only lost one game by more than 6. So I would like to beg to differ, Chase, that we are actually better than what our record says. That's just my opinion. But I wanted to say happy birthday to Donnie Ness. And he got the greatest gift of all. His favorite team, the Minnesota Vikings, lost to the Lions. Lions finally got their first win on Donnie Ness's favorite team. That's very unfortunate for Donnie Ness. To make him feel better, you all should go buy a candygram for him from Mr. Amick. Please help Mr. Amick. He has a family. All right. Okay, I don't really know what else to say, so I'm going to send it back to Sam Bailey.
And now we're going to send it over to Cole, but remember to buy Mr. Amick's candy grams in homeroom.
It is a tragedy of the world that no one knows what he doesn't know. The less a man knows, the more sure it is that he knows everything. Joyce Carey said that. And the results of yesterday's poll are here. The red being dogs have won by a large margin there. And I think a lot of you guys are taking shoes for granted, personally. I think you might want to just reconsider your entire life, personally, and also you should go buy some candygrams from Mr. Amick. Thank you.
That's all the announcements we have for today. So
Shoes should have won.
Okay. But stressing this again, Mr. Amick needs you to buy his candygrams, so go buy the candygrams. But you may now move to period 3. If you're buying a candygram. If you're not buying a candygram, you have to stay in period 2.
Until your teacher dismisses you.
Until your teacher dismisses you.